There are people in positions of political influence who are very publicly concerned about declining birth rates. The birth rate is dropping. The population is aging. We need more babies. That is the message. And in the same breath, some of those same people are supporting policies that make it harder to have babies. Policies that treat IVF embryos as having legal rights, which puts them in direct conflict with how IVF actually works. IVF creates multiple embryos. Not all of them get transferred. Not all of them result in a pregnancy. In states where that personhood argument has gained legal ground, clinics have had to stop doing IVF entirely. People mid-cycle had been left with nowhere to go. Real families trying to do a very real thing stuck in the middle of an ideological argument that never considered them. You cannot say you want more people to have children and then support policies that take away the most effective medical path to having them. These two things don't go together, and people in this community are living inside that contradiction every day. There's also a push to elevate something called restorative reproductive medicine in federal policy. The idea is that before someone can pursue IVF, they should first try lifestyle changes, hormone monitoring, ovulation tracking. And I want to be clear about what that actually means in practice. It delays care for people who need it now. It does nothing for male factor infertility, which lifestyle interventions cannot fix. And it sends a message that IVF is extreme or a last resort, when it is just medicine. When policy adds hoops between a patient and the care they need, that is a barrier. Dress it up in wellness language all you want. It is still a barrier. We're also watching staffing cuts at the federal agencies that oversee public health data and reproductive medicine. Less capacity to track outcomes, catch problems, and protect patients. That infrastructure is there for a reason. When it gets gutted, patients feel it. Policymakers do not. Florida is another example of what I mean when I say watch what people are actually doing. Florida is trying to pass a bill through both House and Senate that bans gestational surrogacy contracts if any party is involved in a citizen or resident of what the state designates as a foreign country of concern. That list includes China, Russia, Iran, North Korea, Cuba, Venezuela, and Syria. That stated reason was a reaction to the California case involving dozens of children born through surrogacy to a Chinese couple under investigation for abuse. I understand the impulse. That situation was disturbing, but the lawmakers who added this provision to a foreign interference bill did so without testimony from surrogacy attorneys, without input from the reproductive medicine community, and without a full understanding of the downstream effects. Critics are already pointing out that it could create unintended consequences for surrogacy and adoption involving any person from those countries, including people who are legally living in the United States. When you attach reproductive policy to national security legislation and rush it through without expert input, you get bad law, and it's the families caught in the middle who pay for it.